I'm here and we have started tearing this apart. There's a lot of things that we're actually running into. The boxing goes past here all the way to the other side of that 2x4, so we're gonna have to cut this in order to get this piece out because it's rotted. Roof is rotted. A lot of unforeseen stuff going on, so just want to let you know that well, this is probably going to be a little bit bigger project. That's probably why Zaruba didn't want it. Work in progress. A lot to do here. Way more than you think once you start tearing this apart, especially on a brick house. Just the way they build them create different obstacles and issues. And I hate the way they put small pieces of plywood here on the outside edge. They had a piece 2 foot long. That's no support for a place like this. So I cut back the sub fascia, which is only a 1x4, and the fascia itself, which is covered up with a piece of metal. And I'm gonna bring that all the way out here to give this whole end some support. Framed out, nailers added, reframing being done, cut off a little nib on the end, put some sub fascia up here, which is just getting covered up with metal right here all the way down, and a piece of boxing here, and we get that boxing in there, we're gonna call it a day. To make this all beautiful, here you go, Billy. I got a knife you can borrow. Here you go, buddy. To make this all nice, really the best thing we could do would be to put a roof on this house and change some of this plywood and put some outlookers. For anybody that knows what an outlooker is, the further we go on this backside, believe it or not, the worse it actually gets. So this is kind of a mess right here. Somebody has sistered, when they did a repair before, somebody sistered it right here, but that needs to go way back further than that. That's why you're getting this big sag in this corner. I mean, that drops right here. Whoop, drops down so bad it's not funny. We got to give that support. As you can see here, whoever did the previous repair, because this overhang was hanging like this and so loose, I mean, that's pretty bad, right? Without the support that it needed, it's going to do that. So when they, supposedly there was a leak, and so the people, whoever came here and said, all right, we're going to fix this leak, but they didn't actually fix it. They just padded the shingles up here to make it look like it was more level, and probably told them that that was just in their framing and that's why it was hanging. So these people here are actually new owners. That right there, my friend, is not a repair. Okay, that's not a repair. That's somebody just coming up here and taking out a few shingles, padding it all up. I see why they padded it now. Wow. Right there, you see that, Bill? A big warp. And what they really needed to do was to do what we're doing and take this all apart, and at that transition, if there was one, put a 2x4 in there to screw both pieces to, and that would have taken that dip right there out. So yeah, if they'd have done that already. Yes sir, you gotta take it apart a little bit at a time. You never know what you're gonna run into, so you just keep going. Eventually you'll get it to where it needs to be. I'm gonna add a tail. I'm gonna add this into a tail, which they should have done when they built the place, but they didn't. So I'm gonna add that into the tail, give it that extra strength we need out here. The more the better. Uh-oh, here we go. This is where we're putting it back together. We've got that as tight as, I have a feeling that some of that fascia down through there, I'm not 100%, leans out at the top, or it was just put that way and left. I tried to pull it in as far as we could. We decided that we would add this outside one to come out all the way to the face so it'll line up. And then we have sistered on the inside of this one all the way to the outside edge. We're also going to put one here on the outside here. After we get this little piece of 1x on, that will give us our exact number. Make sure we got everything right. At this point, we're putting it all back together. We need outlookers to keep this outside edge to be lifted up. It's really, really hanging down too far. Down here, we got it pulled up straight. Looks good. But right there, damn it. It's been cut too many times. The roof's just been cut on too many times. It's time for it to be properly done, to be honest. All right, this is where we got to. This is where we're gonna leave it off for the day. He's putting some felt in there to dry it in. This has all been replaced on this outside here. Quite a bit of it. And plywood, and then the back. Did the same thing back here. That was our day today. And the plywood on top and everything else. Just getting ready to put this part back tomorrow. So, after we finish tomorrow, I'm gone Thursday, Friday. I might have my son come over here and put on some of this metal. Just so you know.
Yeah, something that was going on up here at this top.
Something going on?
Yeah, all the nails are rusted. There's a little lump right here.
Rusted nails, lump and rusted. All right, well, looking at this, they ran their fascia, and when they ran their fascia, look what they did.
Yeah, it's wet.
Okay. Look what they did. They just ran it and then ran caulking on it. If you don't wrap your corners, it's always going to leak. This one should at least come down and go around to here, and then this one here can at least come out flush to it. That's fine. Caulking behind it, but you always have to lap. Always have to lap your piece, and if you don't lap your piece and you leave it like this, you end up with this problem right here, which is rotten plywood. Yeah, it's bad. All right, we'll get ready to start the front right now. Well, we're at the beach, so galvanized nails are always the way to go. Start with. If you don't use galvanized nails, they're gonna rust. And Billy's saying these nails, the heads are rusted right off. And they are, you can see them. Yeah, there's no heads on them at all. Wow. They need a new roof bad, Billy. Well, we're at the beach, so galvanized nails are always the way to go. Start with. If you don't use galvanized nails, they're gonna rust. And Billy's saying these nails, the heads are rusted right off. And they are, you can see them. Yeah, there's no heads on them at all. Wow. They need a new roof bad, Billy. Whoever did the repair before on all these corners, which has been done, they cut 2 foot off the end, which is the support in the plywood for the roof, and just put a little 2 foot piece in there, my 4 foot piece. It's also wet up under there. Billy, right there where your knee is, it's wet, correct? Wet. So this is leaking. Something's leaking right there. A lot of random crazy stuff going on here, that's for sure. Random, nuts, ridiculous.
Oh, I need
weird
snips
stuff.
To cut it down here.
Snips. Your place again today, Casey. We're bending metal. I've got Billy going down through here, removing all the old metal and getting it ready for the new metal. We did find some more rotten wood right here that we got to tear out. He's working his way down through here. Tearing everything out just like what we talked about. We're gonna have metal, new metal all the way around this whole thing, so it's not just a piece of new metal here and there. Might as well replace it all. Heck, I just broke that shingle loose right there. And all that freaking water underneath that. Yeah, ton of water, leaking like crazy.
Might be easier working it off the ladder over here.
Inside here, we're gonna add a 1x4. Excuse me, a 1x8. All the way across there, all the way up to the ceiling, which will give you something to mount your J channel to for your soffit. It's coming out looking nice. Ready for drip edge there. We've got your overhang built. What a pain in the freaking rear that was. That one board wouldn't come off, so we ended up leaving it, adding to it. We got your overhang built here. We got it built on the other side also, but I'm not going to put the 2x6 in until I cut out some shingles underneath tomorrow morning. So there we are. This thing's coming out great, boss. Got this wrapped. This is going to get a 1x8 right there. It's going to go all the way up to the trusses to give you something to put your J channel to. We got the metal all the way through, all the way down and around. there where we always put little blocks in. Some people complain because I don't go all the way outside to outside. I'm just giving it some strength in between the two pieces. All right, we have placed a shit ton of plywood today. I mean a damn ton of it. All over there too. I'm sure we'll have pictures of it. Around that pipe. This whole end. There, 2 pieces over there. The overhangs all been held up now with outlookers. Sag again. They're installing felt paper and we're getting ready to rock and roll with this thing. We're gonna run boxing on that, close it in just like that before we run Facia on. All right, we got a big bow in this thing. We got most of it out, couldn't get it all, so we have to deal with what we got. There's a lot of bows in this thing. We're just doing the best we can. Get rid of most of it. It's not easy. Now, when you the last piece, you're gonna have to put it together here too.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Put the bottom in because you can't see that one, and then you can see the top.
Yes, sir.
There you go, buddy. I know it's hard. Once you get that clicked in, there you go. Click it in there.
Get in there.
I know it's a pain. Ain't no room whatsoever. I don't think you clicked in the bottom.
Keep pushing on me.
Yeah. This piece right here, this one damn piece, is being an absolute nightmare. We're trying to get our piece of fascia up through there. So I cut this back 1.5 inches because it was touching the house and I just couldn't do it. I had to get them shingles out from underneath there, so we had to take, in order for me, actually this metal was so messed up through here that I had to get the shingles out in order to remove my metal. I had to cut this back in order to remove my metal. It was a nightmare. So we ended up putting this whole roof on here basically because of that problem that I had. All right, my God, we got that piece in. That was a freaking struggle, but it's in. It is in. It looks very nice. All right, so the homeowner, Casey, you're gonna love this. Look at this, a new color. A steak gray, Owens Corning, sure nail. Pro Edge ridge caps. All these outside have been peeled back, plywood taken off, outlookers put in. No more sagging, or at least minimal. All corners, everywhere. Got your overhang in. Man, does that look great or what? Still have to wrap it. We're gonna wrap it and we're actually gonna put soffit up through there. I'm closing it off somewhere is right there. Looking good. I'll be finished today. Even all my trim work. Trim has been a job. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit of a job, but it's turning out beautiful. That piece was the biggest nightmare altogether. Decided to close in this overhang completely. I don't want to see all that ugly under there. I don't think you did either. So this is what I thought you would like. Here you go. That's what your face is going to look like. Down the front. All right, just to give you an idea where we're at today. Front completely wrapped. Overhangs completely ready. Roof completed. Drip edge all installed. Fascia metal all installed around the house except for the porch. Little update. I think that looks absolutely amazing. I just love it. Quick update. This is the end of my day. I'm going home. Look at that. Look at that. Well, what do you think, man? God. Yes, sir. USA. God bless. God bless the USA. America first. All right. There you go, brother. A little bit left to do tomorrow.